Can you hear me now? Can you guys hear me? What about now? Perfect. All right. There's kind of a lot of sun, and I'm by myself today, so I don't have any help. So if I don't see your comments, I'm not trying to ignore you. I'm just trying to drive safe and not spend all my time looking down, even though I have like lane assist. You guys know I've done these before. So if you guys don't know, I'm at almost 3,100 followers on X. You know, I still do my videos and stuff. I haven't done as much on here on YouTube because I just barely got my strike taken off the channel. So I've been spending a lot of time on X, and I posted a statement the other day, and it's at like over 100,000 views and interactions. And I said, people who shit on Palmetto State Armory only do it because they're overpaid. Because they overpaid for their rifle or for their products. Now, I want to make sure I clarify some things. I don't think PSA is a flawless company. They have things that they need to address. But what I want to talk about is the fact that PSA is the one company in the United States that is trying to offer a product that can be argued is the most important self-defense product that a human can own for as low a cost as possible, to still be able to not only make a profit, but make a profit to the point that they can keep people employed, do like investments and produce new products, and try to do it in a way that isn't going to cost people an arm and a leg. Again, they're not perfect. I'm not going to say that they're better than a Daniel Defense or a Knight's Armament or a Colt or an FN or a LaRue Tactical or LWRC or whatever else that's out there. I'm not saying that. Or Spikes Tactical. Not saying that at all. But what I am saying is that for 99% of shooters, not only is it completely sufficient with for 99% of shooters, but it will last 99% of shooters as long as they shoot. Because most shooters, whether they buy a PSA or a LaRue Tactical or however much, whether you spend $400 on an AR or $7,000 on an AR, all right? You're probably not going to shoot that AR-15 to failure. You just aren't, okay? I mean, shit, I've had my AR-15 for 15 years, and I haven't shot it to failure. I've got to be close to 10 or 15,000 rounds. Now, mine's a little bit nicer than a PSA 15, but the point is that you can build off of that platform. You can own a PSA 15. Shoot it until your gas system dies or until your barrel just isn't functioning, if you have that kind of cash, and then throw $300 new into a new barrel. Like, the barrel and the bolt carrier group are 90% of what makes the rifle unique. Anybody that argues that with me, I'm gonna take an issue with. And I'm like, you clearly don't know, like the barrel and the bolt carrier group, the chamber, 90% of that is barrel and bolt carrier group. So it just doesn't make sense to me that there are people out there that they act like they're, if you are one of those people that think that you're better than someone else because you don't own a PSA 15 or any Palmetto State Armory product versus the OEM or some other aftermarket product, I'm sorry, but you're a fucking idiot. You are. Flat out, you are. But what do you guys think? What? Battle GR. Why is PSA garbage? Why is their product garbage? Because I would argue that you are better off buying a PSA 15 or a PSA dagger than you are buying a 6 Sauer product. PSAs aren't known to shoot themselves. The person who buys the PSA probably has more money to buy ammo and go to the range. You're saying that they're corrupt, but corrupt in what way? I'm not talking about the company. Like, it's a business. What part of a business, and their goal is to make money and make more product and sell more product, what part of that, what part of capitalism, like when you say they're corrupt, what do you mean they're corrupt? Like, are they traveling to Epstein Island and, you know, raping little kids and eating them? Like, they're corrupt in that way? Like, your statement doesn't have any value to it. Yeah, Glacier, I've never had an issue with any of mine. Hey, Glacier, I haven't seen you I haven't done a live stream in forever, but I haven't seen you in forever. Battle, you come in, you say that they're a corrupt company, and then you don't back it up with anything. I can say a politician is corrupt. If I don't have proof that they're corrupt, it's just a baseless claim. What's Smug? What's up, Smoke? Somebody said that PSA is a corrupt company. I am a firm believer that everyone that shits on PSA, they're not shitting on the product. And if they are, I take issue with that. But I think they're shitting on the fact that they probably paid a significant amount more for a similar product, and they don't shoot their product any more than someone who buys a PSA. I didn't get live banned. I was just getting, every time I went live, it was getting shut down. And so I just stopped doing lives for a while. Hey, stay dangerous in the house. Dangerous, how are you recovering, bud? Going. Yeah, I don't even own a PSA AR-15, but I don't have a problem with them. I own PSA daggers. You guys know that I have the daggers. So, yeah, I don't know about all. I think that would have been hilarious. Good to hear. So for those of you that don't know, Stay Dangerous was in I guess it's not an officer involved shooting, but he was involved in a shooting at his job. He's an armed security guard, so keep Stay Dangerous in your prayers, keep his family in your prayers. He's got some surgery that he's got to go through. He did not shoot the Baba Yaga pistol in this involved shooting. which I thought would have been hilarious had that been the case. Thank you, Duck Kid. Armed security, that's right. I know what happened there. I must have lost some service and didn't realize it. It's probably because Stay Dangerous is a mod. Saytac. Anyways, yeah, I don't get it. I don't get the hate. I don't get the hate for most gun companies. Like, there are people that hate on Kel-Tec. Dude, Kel-Tec, I don't know how they get away with doing as much cocaine as they do, but you know those dudes are running lines, and then they're like, dude, I've got an idea. And then they just do it. They just do it. Which I think is just awesome. By the way, if you guys haven't or don't have the X app, you should all have X. You should all be following me on X. I'm almost, like I said, I'm just past 3,000 subscribers on X. When I get to 10,000 subscribers on X, just like we did here, I'm going to be doing a giveaway. I'm giving away a Panzer Arms wood pattern shot semi-auto shotgun. So it'll be an M4 Turkish Benelli clone. If you're interested in that, you can go onto X. You can share with friends and all that. Excuse me. So what's everybody been up to? Haven't talked to everybody in a while. Haven't been online in a while doing live streams because they kept getting shut down. Because it's right behind me on the floor. Actually, I can show you there. Look at all that ammo. I did a range day a couple weeks ago, and that's the leftovers. Yeah, again, I've never had an issue with any of my PSA products. Did I lose audio again? Can you guys hear me? Okay. Yep, SATEC, family comes first. Always. Thanks, Dangerous. Ugh. Dude, I've had a long February. It's been a long month. And it's not over yet. Next week's going to be another busy month, or a busy week. That words are hard. All right, my signal might start getting funky. So if my stream ends, it's probably because I lost all signal. It's already being stupid. The only way 5.7 ammo is going to get cheaper if more people start using it. If more people start using it. That's the only way. When people use products, then more companies adopt the idea that there's value and profit to be made, and so they'll make it too. That's what has to happen. Hey, what's going on, JC? Yeah, I kept my live streams kept getting shut down, so I just stopped doing them for a while. What did Trump say about the Second Amendment? I don't know, probably something stupid. I voted for Trump. If he was legally able to run again, if he was the candidate, I would vote for Trump again. It doesn't mean I think he's like the most 2A friendly person, because I don't. I never have thought that. I like the beard, but unfortunately, at least once a month, the beard has to go. Until I can get a waiver and I'm allowed to have a beard again. The beard has to disappear once